The lesson today is about what I am. It will be delivered by two of our teens, Paige and myself, followed by a group discussion session with the teens and Miss Maggie.
Thank you, Paige and Asa.
Have you ever looked at yourself in the mirror and thought, who am I? What am I? Well, you're not alone. Many of us here today have.
Wondering who and what we are can take us deep, and it can be scary because we might not know the answers. However, it is a great way to reflect on what you look like at yourself and what you think of yourself.
Your thoughts of yourself might be negative at times, positive at other times, or both some other times. It really depends on what you do with the feedback you give to yourself.
How many of us have only focused on our physical appearance? What brand of shoes we wear, or what school we attend, how many followers we have on Instagram, or how many likes on Facebook. Our potential and worth is not measured by any of these things.
I am a perfect creation of God. I am unique. There is no other me. God manifests in me every day. God's love flows through me. I am spiritual, creative, kind, smart, beautiful, compassionate, strong, powerful, caring, loving. I am awesome, amazing. I am loved and I am enough. I am simply me.
I'm constantly changing. Each experience is an opportunity to evolve, to grow, and to learn more about myself.
Knowing yourself can help you understand your own identity. The more you know yourself, the happier you will be. Being true to yourself will allow you to make better decisions, navigate through society with a better sense of understanding, choose your social circle wisely, have compassion for others, and have enough self-control not to engage in things that are not a part of who you are.
Help identify who you are by making a list of things that define you, like what makes you happy, what things you don't like, or what interests you. Also, remember to be flexible. Things can't always go the way we want. Knowing yourself will help you get through those moments when things don't go as planned.
Think about your strengths, all of the wonderful things that you are, and be happy and celebrate yourself for it. Don't wait for others to tell you how amazing you are. It's a wonderful thing to be who you are.
And how about getting to know the person sitting next to you, your coworkers or your classmates, your neighbors? Make some time to get to know others. It might help expand your social circle, and it could be an opportunity to learn more about your true self.
I know we have all heard this so many times, and it's not easy, but I invite you to look deep inside yourself and find out what you are. Take a moment of your precious life and your busy schedule to really get to know yourself.
If I ask you these questions today, could you answer them in a short period of time? What's your favorite food? What's the best book you've read? Who is your best friend and why? What are you doing with your life? Where do you want to be in 10 years from now? Who are you helping today? What makes you happy? What gives you peace? What are you doing to get to know yourself better?
As God's perfect creation, I celebrate who I am. I choose to be comfortable in my own skin, to be happy, to fall in love with myself, to take care of myself, to set boundaries, to dream big, to love who and what I am. Thank you.
Hi everybody. Okay, so I'm Maggie and these are our teens, and today we are going to talk a little bit about what experiences in their lives have helped shape who they are today and what they believe in. And we'll start with okay, we can start with Asa.
Okay. So yeah, just the whole lesson today about talking about what has defined us to be who we are. a lot of times that comes from a certain event in your life, something that has changed you for better or for worse, hopefully for better, and has just kind of made you reinvent yourself. And so something for me, I know it sounds really cliche, but last year I went through a really rough breakup. I'm sure a lot of you guys can relate. I was I was a junior in high school, and it kind of made me, it had me kind of rethink my social circles. I had to kind of rethink all of my friends, who I wanted as a friend, what I thought I wanted in a friend. So, like looking for other people to hang out with, it was obviously in high school, sometimes that can be difficult, but it goes farther than that. Everything in life, what you want to look for in other people, to be friendly with, and just to have around yourself. I think it's important to take a look at that to see who you want to surround yourself with and what values you want to find from them. So last year, when I went through this breakup, that is what I discovered about myself, that I needed to rethink what I wanted in other people around myself. So I would say that is what has changed me for the better today. So I now know what I want to look for in other people.
Thanks. And Eve.
I recently just went to middle school with 5 of my best friends, and it was nice knowing that they were going to be for each other around, so it wouldn't be as scary. But that's not actually what happened. So everyone started hanging out with the popular kids, and they were cursing a lot, and they were just always being negative, and they would always compare themselves to others because they didn't look like a model or they didn't look perfect enough. And they'd say that their lives were terrible. They'd say their lives are terrible. But I don't really think they understand what terrible means. I learned that terrible is kids. Some parts of Africa, kids don't have families, and they have to live on their own and find their own food and water. And it's great to live past the age of 5. Like, that's not right. And, yeah.
It's good. Thanks, Eve. Linus? No. We're glad to have you, Linus and Dylan. Okay, Caitlin.
Well, I don't have a traditional family. I have 2 grandpas that I live with, and so, a lot of times it can be kind of hard or kind of weird to be walking around school. Everyone has a mom and a dad, and I'm just yep, I'm here. I have 2 grandpas, that I live with, hi. And, but it's actually really nice. I mean, no, we're not a traditional family, but that doesn't mean that they can't still support me and be there and help me through things all the time. And it's really made me a lot stronger, because in my past, there's just been a lot of things that made me smaller, and it broke me down into this hurt little bird. But they raised me to be the person that I am, and it's amazing. I used to have a really big fear of talking to adult figures or authority figures, but with their help, I'm still working through that, and I have a lot better time, talking to people, and it's amazing. So we're all different, but we all get the things that we need.
Okay, so for me, I like horseback riding. And so I've ridden horses for most of my life. I haven't really stuck with a certain thing to do with horses, and I started off as like Western pleasure, and I really, really liked that. And then I switched to dressage, and I stuck with that for a while, and I stuck with that because that's what people wanted me to do. And like, I've had problems with like having people tell me what to do and just do it, because that's just not like sharing my opinions on certain things. And so I recently learned to just share my opinions, and my opinions might not be what other people think or like. And so that's just who I am as a person.
And I think that's what we've got for you.